Hey folks, it's SW here again, and I'm here with the seventh installment, part two of the team formation video. And this video is going to focus on sort of statistics as it relates to picking a team. So, what I consider the three sort of vital stats that you want to look at, and all stats are important, but the three sort of vital stats that sort of vary a lot: dunking, shot blocking, 3-point shooting, and steals a little bit, but those first three, um, there are sort of two different stats. There are independent, I consider independent stats that can be high regardless of what other stats the player has, and then there's sort of um, dependent stats. I guess the opposite would be sort of they depend on the other stats the person has. So some sort of independent stats I would say is rebounding, speed, stamina, maybe 2-point shots. Those sort of you can have a high one of those. It doesn't really matter what your other stats are. But when it comes to steals, 3-point shooting, dunking, and blocking, they're really heavily balanced so that a player cannot have really high, for instance, really high dunk and like 10 blocks. So the highest dunk rating that anyone with 10 block would have, correct me if I'm wrong, is 6. You'll not see a player with 10 block have more than 6 dunk. Same thing with dunking, you don't see a guy with 10 dunk with more than 7 block. So it's really a sort of, a balancing thing with the game. And then when it comes to 3-point shooting, a big update they had, a lot of players with 9 threes and 7 steal were changed so that they will have 10 threes and 6 steals. One of the, I think the lone exception would have to be Steve Nash. And there are also plenty of players that have like 9 steal and 10, 10 steal and 9 threes, but you don't really see 10, 10 threes, 10 steal. I think they really sort of try to get rid of that and balance those stats out. So that's why I say, there's sort of different strategies of picking a team because, you know, there's some guys like maybe Joel Embiid or Pau Gasol that sort of have like mix of stats, but then there's some sort of downside. But yeah, again, so dunks, threes, you don't have to have super high three. I say good rating to have is 3 or 4, like minimum, just to take advantage of certain, lottery picks such as, the 2x multiplier for 3-point shots or the star shot. You could get the full benefit of a lot of those lottery picks, but 3-point shooting, um, just want blocks, things like that. Um, a sort of important stat has to be rebounding. I think that's one of those independent stats where you can have 10 block and 10 rebound. Sometimes you just have like high rebound but not good block. Rebounding is sort of interesting stat because when you're playing, you kind of want the ball back whenever you miss, and if you're able to get rebounds, you extending possessions and you're also reducing the amount of time your opponent has on the other end. So that's like a nice statistic. So to look at, um, like a guy like Dennis Rodman. If you're a good player, you can use Dennis Rodman a little bit. Is he like one of the best players? He's a good player. He's really good for the rebounding. Um, but you could use Bill Russell or Dikembe on the Hawks instead because they have higher block as well as 10 rebounding. But it's all relative. It all depends. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, comment. Thank you.